so she could use it and go wherever she needed to go. And then when she was done, she was like, you know what, just take a nap. So I took a nap. And it's around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I wake up and I'm like, hey, we should go to the donut shop and clean up. And she was like, all right, so let's go. We went to the airport really quick just to see if we can get something for a boarding pass. And then we went to Wendy's, got some food, and we went to the donut shop. On the way there, so there's a stoplight about a half a mile away. There's a McDonald's in that gas station area. And so there's green lights. I have my green light. Now, our little town recently switched over to having yellow blinkers where you can go left turn or you can cross intersections without having to wait for a green light. There's a yellow yield light. So I have the right of way, and boom, this freaking minivan decides to go, right? And I'm thinking they're gonna stop. They ain't stopping. So I full on brake as hard as I can. And as I'm slowing down, I'm at 35 miles an hour by the time I hit him. Boom, hit him on the side, and the airbags deploy, and I put all my foot's on the brake, right? Like as hard as I can. Hands both on the wheel. The airbag deploys, but like just like a boxer, bro, barely touches me, And then I'm looking though, and I'm like, holy shit, the car's flipping over, and I flip the car over. After that, I'm like, yo, everyone's all right. Look at my mom, my sister, and they're saying like they heard. My little sister, totally fine. My mom, she's saying she heard a little bit. And so I said, hey, you get out the car, because I'm thinking in my head, like, someone coming behind us, they're going to hit us from the back. So I'm thinking everyone needs to get out. So once they get out, I'm thinking, all right, this is so far so good with us. I'm going to go check on the other people. So I check on the other people. I'm talking to them. They're flipped upside down. They're in their seatbelts, so they can't get out. And they're probably, the driver. So I hit the passenger side, and they flipped over. So the driver's side, I'm facing the driver's side now. I'm talking to him, and I'm just saying like, you're right, this, that. And then I run over, and I'm looking like, all right, I could probably get him out pretty easy, but I want to see how the other side look first. So then I go to the passenger side, and the window's all locked up, and I don't want to bust out the window. The guy's like laying up against the window. So then I don't have anything to bust the window out. I mean, I could probably punch it, but I wasn't going to. And then within about 30 to 45 seconds, the police came over. But I'm already talking to the other guy, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get your seatbelt out. So then I crawl under. And I'm like, dude, do not follow me. I'm like, sir, I'm gonna undo your seatbelt, but I need you to not follow me, because he's upside down, like completely, his back arch and everything. So then I pop his seatbelt and I hold it like, oh my God, don't fall. And then so I scoot out, and then he gets out, and then I help the other guy get out. I undo his seatbelt, and then he crawls out. And then by that time, EMS, more fire department came in, and there was still another guy trapped in the back seat. And it took the firemen probably about 5-6 minutes, 2-3 firemen to get the last guy out. And during that time, they took over. So I stepped back. I talked to the police and everything. I talked to my mom, sister. Pretty wild situation. It sucks because that was like not a brand new car, but it's my new car. It's the first car I ever bought. But the first car I ever bought with my own money. I worked for it, and boom, freaking crashed it. Not even like a month and a half after having it. Yeah, it's been a month and like 2 weeks or something. Well, I've only had it for about a month and a week. Yeah. Freaking sucks. Yeah, I'm okay. My mom did break her thumb. She said, Papi! And then I'm like, in my head, I'm not thinking like, I don't know this is about to happen. I'm like, this is gonna happen, So I hit, and the craziest thing was just seeing the car flip over, being like, because I thought it was gonna be like a hit, and then I'm gonna push the car, because I was already, full on brakes, because I was already on full on brakes, right? So then once I actually hit, it just felt like more braking, I was just I pressed harder on the brakes, even though it would have been impossible for my car to do it. But I freaking flipped the minivan over. They weren't as lucky as us, because also, by the way, it's their fault, not my fault at all. Like, not my fault. Did it seem like it happened in slow motion? No, not at all. It seemed like my thoughts were very quick. My thinking was very quick, but my everything felt like this is normal. Like, man, this is happening way too quick. Like, I needed to slow down. You know, I was thinking about it. Like, my thoughts raced, but my perception of time was very normal. Very like, yeah, I'm about to hit this guy at like 30 miles an hour. Oh, and now we're only going 35. Yeah, the speed limit here on that was like 40. I was probably going 55 probably. So speed limit was probably 45. I'm probably going like 40, 50 or 40, 55. The guy's going. I immediately step on, Oh, I say immediately, but I was probably about 30, 40 feet away from him by the time I hit full brakes. Because I'm in the left lane and there's only a median of about 10, 15 feet, distance of lateral distance. So for him to go here is very quick for him. So by that time, I'm already, like 40, 50 feet away from him. And then that's when I hit full brakes. So like at that time, there was my speed. I wasn't able to reduce my speed like that much. I'm sure I did enough, but I was still going fast enough to flip him over. I talked to the cop about it. I was like, man, I don't even know how I flipped him over. He was like, when a car slows down, especially because mine was a sedan. So my Lexus tipped down as it's braking, and then kind of pile drive the minivan, flipped it over. At least just as I'm glad you're all good. Yeah, because my mom, she put her hands, because my mom had nothing to hold on to. I had the wheel and my foot was on the brake, so I was already braced. I didn't have to. I wasn't freely able to move, and I feel like completely good, like no hurt at all. My mom, she put her hands on the dashboard, and when the air brake popped, it snapped her thumb back. It wasn't like visibly broken. She could move it after. She was like, it hurts a lot, but she didn't know what was wrong, and so she was at the hospital, spent a couple hours. They gave her CT, and they saw that it was broken. Yeah, they had to take my shirt off before rescuing the people like The Rock would. No, there was glass everywhere, but. When the fireman came, so the fireman, he used to be my powerlifting coach, or one of my powerlifting coaches. He was a football coach for my high school. And so when I said, hey, coach, how you doing? Yeah, or I wasn't really excited. I was like, hey, coach, and he was like, what are you doing here? Are you involved in this? I was like, yes, sir, I am. And then, not in like the happy way, but in like the happened way. Then I explained to him the situation. He's like, hey, you make sure you tell the cops that. And I'm like, all right, no problem. But when he saw Sky, he was like, hey, Sky, your brother's doing our job. Yeah, it was pretty funny. When he saw Sky, he was actually like, what the fuck are you doing here? He's a real funny guy. He's also, I don't want to say his name because I also want to bring up another story. When this is one of Sky's first time ever experiencing racism, or what Sky considers just joking. Hey, me, I think it's just joking. But I think me and Sky were speaking a little bit Cambodian in the weight room, and the coach goes to Sky, "Come with the hoo-ha shit." I thought it was pretty funny, but Sky thought it was funny too in the moment. But Sky was thinking back, he's like, "Was that racist?" One day Sky came to the door and said, "Man, one time this coach said that to me. I wonder if the coach was racist or something." Yeah, but he's a cool dude, very good guy. He's dedicated to his job kind of deal. He's a good guy. But I had a hoodie on. I mean, I'm in the same clothes I was when I was in the crash, other than I took off my hoodie. But that, yeah. I was covered in, what's it called? The airbag dust. I didn't have another car to go home, so and we were like half a mile at the donut shop, so Sky and his girlfriend came to the accident site. Sky's girlfriend took my mom and Luna to the hospital, did the checkup, and then Sky took me to the donut shop. Me and him were like, Sky was like, immediately he was like, Jung, I got something to say to you. Ha ha! He started laughing at me because Sky crashed his car, and that's the reason I have, Sky crashed our dad's car, and that's the reason I had to buy my car. And because of that, only a month and a week later, I crashed my car. And so Sky's like, ha ha, funny. Whatever. But here's the difference. When Sky tells his story, it feels like he had no other option. Or it feels like he did have an option. Like he could have turned more. He could have like done more to avoid the situation. For me, bro, I had no option. I had to hit the guy. Like it, like seriously, like his lateral. It was my right of way. He should have stopped. And in my head, he was stopping. He was slowing down, right? Because he's gonna cross the intersection. So as I'm, about to go through, he starts coming through, and like at 5-10 miles an hour. I'm like, dude, I can't stop. I'm going 50, almost 50, right? And boom. How many boxes died in this accident? Absolutely zero. You remember your airbag has been recalled. Fastback? Yeah, you should probably go fix that. At least it was the Lexus, not the Supra. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And I thought the Lexus actually performed pretty well. The engine seized, and I don't know what, like how bad the engine is. Oh, me and Sky, we gotta get our stereo. We gotta get my stereo. Gotta get my amps. Gotta get my speakers, and gotta get them tires. I spent $800 on those freaking tires. I'm gonna get them back. And then the stereo, the speakers, that's $400. Oh yeah, $400 system. Yeah, probably a $400 system. I need to get that shit back. They're probably gonna total the car, and I'm thinking about maybe even buying that Lexus and then just getting another Lexus, because I actually really enjoy the LS430. I thought it was a great car. It's super cheap, but also like reliable, good, and like I crashed it, and I was good. So I think that's my plan. That's my next one. They sent you a letter that your Nissan emblem might cause harm if it's deployed. Yeah, man, that would suck. Just like about to crash someone, like, shit, you get like cut by the Nissan emblem. It's probably not the worst one to get hit by though. A Ford probably wouldn't hurt that bad. A Chevrolet, that's like a Batman boomerang. Hung's family insurance rate, yeah, it's probably gonna get pretty bad. But this one, I mean, seriously, it wasn't my fault. Like this, Skies, you can, because he technically, he did technically rear-end someone. You can say it was his fault. I T-boned someone, but also I had no freaking option. Like I couldn't swerve out the way. There was no time. There was like on my part, the only thing I could have done was maybe brake a little bit earlier. Maybe that's it. Maybe I would have hit him at slightly lower speed. I would have hit more of their tail. But even then, it wasn't. Sky's watching the stream. Sky's watching the stream. That's funny. Sky said neither was mine. And then another word that I shouldn't say on stream. I want to make sure to clear that. Insurance is going to be like 500 donuts a month. It's actually already more than that. It's already more than that, buddy. It used to be way more back when we had 3 cars, like really nice ones too. We had the Lexus, my Nissan, which wasn't the nice car, my mom's Lexus, which was a really nice car, and then my dad's Sequoia, which was a super nice car. Insurance used to be way more than that. And then once we went back down to just me and Sky's car, it was actually pretty cheap. Yeah, but I really hope my insurance don't, jumps up any more. Hey, if it does, I guess it does. Lex might want to make a commercial about this. I mean, the only better thing other LS430 I get. But there's another one that's pretty cheap. Cheap as in like 3,500. So maybe I could talk them down to like 30 or 3,000 or 32, something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. And there's maybe a possibility my mom will just get a car and then I'll wait to get a car. But I think I'm going to stick with the Lexus LS430 because I want to make a freaking Yakuza car. My car didn't flip. My car didn't flip at all. You're not coming to me. That's not too dangerous. Just do a hip toss on the car like before it hits you, you know. But no, I wasn't there for whenever they flipped the car. There, you know, the guy. I had to say like I hit them, you know, because I did hit them, but it's their fault that I hit them, you know. So yeah, when I hit them and I flipped them, yeah, I wasn't there for whenever they did it. But I remember Luna was like, "How do they flip it over?" I'm like, "Shang, they tow one of the wheels, they flip it, and then they winch it back onto the onto a trailer, and that's how they get it out of here." And then me and Sky were talking, and we're like, man, out of all the kids, Luna's been in the most car accidents. She's been in a car accident with my mom when she was in elementary school. She was in a car accident with in the Lexus, and again with the same car, 2-3 years ago. And then she was in this accident with me and with my mom. So she's been in 3 accidents. I've been in 2 bad ones. She's been in 3 bad ones. Leehu has been in 2 bad ones. Sky's been in 2. No, I think he's maybe Sky may be the most actually out of all of us. No, you're not in Cali. Talking about dangerous roads. Lamal, your alls are alleys. Alls. Your alls are as bad as Texas. Yeah, VIPs are super nice. You like the IS300 and Toyota Cressida VIPs. I've never seen those, but I'll look them up. The thing with the the IS300, I know it has the 2JZ in it, and I just don't like the look of it. There's a thing with me and the IS200 that I just don't like about it. It's maybe because it's like too small. The wheelbase is like too short, and I want it to be a slightly longer. I like the look of a Lexus, like a little bit bigger, more. And if you're trying to make a VIP car, the Lexus Yakuza style, just the LS430 specifically, with just that bigger frame, bigger body, makes it more plush. And I don't know, man. I really like that freaking car, man. I freaking miss it. But I'll try again. Nice cut. Thank you. I appreciate it. You gotta dodge cars and bullets. Facts, bro, facts. Sounds like Houston. And the Cressida were actually both Yakuza cars. Yes, the Cressida, yeah. Oh man, there's a Toyota Crown for sale somewhere. I've been looking on Marketplace, and there's a Toyota Crown for sale. Dude, it's a slick freaking car. I mean, I can't afford it, but it would be nice to have a Toyota Crown. Some of the Toyota Crowns that came with some came with 2JZs, I believe, and there's a couple years of it, I think, that came with the the V12 engine. LS300 has the 1UZ. Are you talking about the LS400, or are you talking about the? I'm gonna look up this LS300 real quick. LS300 is most popular VIP. Oh shit! Open up my Safari. LS300 VIP. Oh, I was about to say it's a hatchback. It's not a hatchback. The first one that popped up on Google, it's a bag, stance a little bit. I don't really need a stance, but there's a thing, like it's just too short. That's my issue with the IS300. It's just a little too short. All right, man. Aaron, I'm looking at the IS430 or the IS300, and it's all saying 2JZ. Oh, never mind. Hold on. thinking of like, how do I cross this river? So I'm like, there's like fallen trees, and I'm trying to just like tiptoe over, or not tiptoe, but like, go over on, try not to fall like into the water, which is pretty fun. I actually enjoyed that part a lot. Uh, but with uh, and then I decided to run the last mile. So then in that time, I did about 10 minutes again. So with 30 pounds, I can do about a 10-minute mile. But I'm gonna try to do some more with that. You're saying the IS 300 with the 1UZ was the most popular way to do the build. Oh, right. When you're gonna do the build with the VIP style, you put the IS 300 in. You just been on concrete your last couple because your favorite trail is flooded. I see. Do 3 miles with you on my back, with you on my back, 175 pounds. Yeah, I'm gonna work up to it. I'll work up to it. 3 miles with that much weight on me would probably take me like 20 minutes a mile. At least right now. Give me some time. Give me some time. Like my body adapted really quickly to. I was incredibly sore, so I did that on Monday. My 4.5 mile that took me an hour and a half. I did that in the morning, and then I did some boxing and more boxing. And in the first hour, I'm boxing with everyone, and I realized like how my CNS was kind of blown. Like I wasn't as agile, and I wasn't as like quick as I needed to be to block and move away. So I had to be more tricky in my boxing style. I actually learned a lot because of how sore I was. But by the end of that first hour, I was sparring with one of my. If you guys saw my Instagram story, my coach Rob, he did the kickboxing. There was a tournament of champions that they got hosted at Arnold's. It was a Muay Thai championship. They normally do it in Iowa, but he did it. The Arnold hosted it, and my coach won one of the weight class divisions. And I was sparring with him, and I was like, "Look at my foot! Look at my foot!" And my big toe was just like a big old hook. Like it just like all locked up. My calf was locking up. Then my quads started locking up, and it was all right as long as my knees were bent. As long as my knees were bent, and I was putting a lot of weight in my whatever coming, the distance is only about 10 feet because there's only the median blocking between me and this guy. And so he starts going, and I don't have time I can't swerve to the right because then maybe I'm going to be in front of him, right? And then I want him to T-bone me and spin me out. I don't want to go to the left because I don't want to go into the median. If I was maybe a little bit farther away, maybe I could try to, cut all the way across to the other side of the road. But because of the median, I don't want to go into the median. I don't want to flip, jump my car, do a hop my car, and then maybe lose control getting out. So then I'm like, all right, well, we're hitting this guy. So, I hit him, I T-bone him, I'm pushing him, and then his car flips over. And pretty crazy story, pretty crazy. Those choppy sticks are up for sale if I want to get a pair. I have no money and I need to buy another car, so no, I am not getting those choppy sticks unless you want to buy them for me. But I'd much rather have how much were they again? Like 40, 50 bucks? I'd rather just have that. I'd rather just have 40, 50 bucks. Your side has stairs too? Okay, that's good. Sometimes you just throw it on, spend an hour with the 50-pound doing stairs like 4-foot stairs. Nice. Damn, is everyone fine? My mom, she broke her thumb because she had nothing to brace, so she put her hands on the dashboard, and it when the airbags deployed, it messed her thumb up. Luna was fine. She had a little bump on her head because when they hit, her head hit the back of the chair, so it wasn't too bad. And then for me, I had no damage. My foot was on the brake as hard as I can, so I had that lower body, support. And then with my hands, I had both my hands on the wheel, so I had no, like the force of the car. I barely went forward. My mom also got the injury of the bruising from the seatbelt, so the seatbelt also messed her up too. But for me, the seatbelt didn't really partake in anything. Even if I didn't have a seatbelt on, I probably would have been fine, just because of the fact that I was locked in. I was locked in. And then I didn't have to, but I helped out the people I hit because I flipped their car over. I'm freaking out. I wasn't really freaking out. I was actually pretty calm. I was thinking more of what do I need to do. So immediately we crashed, right? And I'm thinking airbags to play. Blah, blah, blah. The radio did not turn off. Just letting y'all remember that. The engine did turn off. The radio stayed on. But yeah, so I'm thinking in my head, oh shit, I don't want someone to hit us from the back. So I say, Mom, Luna, you okay? You okay? Get out the car. So then they get out the car. And then I start looking at the guy I hit, and they're all screaming oh, and they're labored breathing, and they're obviously hurt. And they're stuck. They're like, I can't get out. So I say, are you right? And they're just like, yeah, I'm stuck. Well, at least the driver, he said he's okay. The passenger was like, I can't breathe. So, I was kind of worried. But so first thing first, I checked the driver's side because I hit the passenger and then flipped over the car. So now the driver is facing me. The window busted out as it was rolling. So with the driver, I realized I could probably get him out, but I wanted to see the situation on the passenger side. So I walked around the car, realized I ain't getting him out unless we bust out the window because he's actually lined up and they're in their seatbelt. So they're they're just folded over, hanging. The only thing holding them in is the seatbelt, and their hands are all loosed up, so they can't disengage the seatbelt, because they got rolled. And they're kind of older, bigger guys. Sky actually recognized them as customers of the donut shop. I didn't really recognize them. I wasn't 100% sure. I mean, it only happened a half mile out, so if they come to the donut shop, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But yeah, I went under. I crawled, disengaged the seatbelt, and the dude is free floating with the seatbelt holding him. I'm like, sir, I'm gonna undo your seatbelt. Don't fall on me, And I'm completely under him. And this guy's he was probably a high twos, 300-pound guy. I'm thinking please, sir, do not fall on me. So I undo his seatbelt. I'm kind of oh, he's gonna fall. And then I scoot out, and then he does some ground jiu-jitsu, gets himself out. And then I undo the seatbelt of the other guy, the passenger. He was in more obvious pain. The first police officer, he got there within, I would say, 45 seconds to a minute. I hadn't already climbed in the car yet to get them out, and he didn't offer, so I was like, I'll do it. And so, it wasn't any I didn't have to, he didn't talk to me. I didn't really talk to him. I said hello, and he was like, you were the driver of that car? I was like, yes, sir. And he was like, is everyone in your car? And my mom and Luna were already out the car, so they were like, "Yeah, we're fine." And then EMS and fire department only took about another maybe 2 minutes to get arrive, maybe three. There were probably two cops in the first. Yeah, the first minute was one cop, next minute or another cop, and then yeah, 2 3 minutes more. The for EMS and fire showed up. Well, fire was first, and EMS took about 5 to 6 minutes, maybe more. Don't follow me, unlock seatbelt. Yeah, I would have followed me for fun. So it was no one's fault. No, it was the other guy's fault, like 100%. They should not have gone. They should have. They had a yielding light. You know, they had to yield and wait for someone. If another driver is coming or a pedestrian is coming, they have to let them go first, and then they're allowed to go. He did not look at me. I'm in my lane. I'm doing my thing. I have a green light. I have free right to go the full speed limit, maybe a little faster. And doing that is no problem for me. It's not my fault, not at all. And then for him though to then initiate a turn crossing the intersection when there's a oncoming traffic, see, then no good, no good. Not my fault, but I didn't, in that situation, I was gonna tell the dude like, "Hey, bro, that's your freaking fault. You totaled my car." I just helped the guy out and got him out. I mean, hey, I mean, it was a cheap car. It sucks because it was a nice one. It's very nice. I mean, hey, chat. If y'all want a cool car that like people will think, hey, that's a pretty nice car, and you don't want to spend more than $5,000, get a Lexus LS 430. That is a bro. Like, I remember pulling up to Don. It's my distributor that gives me a lot of my donut supply, and the the dude who was loading up my car was like, "Man, all you donut people got these Lexuses, Acuras. Man, y'all got nice cars." And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We all love the nice cars." He was talking about his LS, his IS 300, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna let us know? My dad had a Supra." He's like, "Man, you donut shop people got everything." Uh, but yeah, that was a pretty cool experience to talk about cars with the Don guy. And then I was like, "Oh, my car is only $3,000." He was like, "What? That's crazy." Or just have a faster car, not a minivan if you're cutting people off. Exactly. Unless you're pulling out a KFC, they always got the right of way in Kentucky. I mean, all right, maybe. That's your least favorite looking car? What? What is your least favorite looking car? The Caravan? Did I mention that? I think the car I hit was a Caravan. What? Gotta say, Nene, you don't like the LS 430? Why is the least why is the least uh why is the least attractive car? It is the highest the all right. Now listen, I don't the stock I can understand like it's not super attractive, but look up Yakuza style LS 430. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. In Louisville, you're gonna get hit. You're going to get hit. You pull out First car ever, like, I mean, I